right, now we have the despicable minion on screen right here. It's that you see, it's actually disguised as Steve because Gru is just that bad of a person. He just disguises our beloved minions as the despicable Steve. And we're here with the jab one on the shield into nothing. Now that's quite the mix up there. And we got, ooh, we got the micro on shield, not quite leading into anything. Jerm just sitting there stoically, and ooh, all right. Yeah, that up smash into that up smash on shield. It could have been quite nice if it hit. But ooh, the dash attack into Steve. That was not the play certainly. The backer going right over the block wall to punish Steve for making it in the first place. That's key. And ooh, that down smash to cover that to beat Steve's down smash. Now that, my friend, is quite nice. But Steve putting Jerm into a minecart situation, that's very spooky, killing him on the spot. Ooh, Jerm going for an axe, not quite working out. He gets grabbed for it. Ooh, another axe attempt once again, but Steve whiff punishing Jerm on the spot, just hitting him with, just walloping with the jabs in the forward airs. Spooky little down smash. leolee just does random down smashes sometimes and it works. He's very good. leolee's very good at just reading people just running into him because what leolee does, leolee conditions you very hard to believe that to make you believe that he's always going to be looking for something like a jump, but then he subverts your expectations and then he just goes for something like a forward smash. It's relatively safe because he's an advantage. The worst that can really happen is that he gets hit out of that forward smash. He gets punished by out of the forward smash. But then it's Steve. If he has resources, that punishment is not going to be nearly as big as if he hit that. Likely being stock. Alright, game 2, Jerm going immediately on the offensive and just getting stuffed immediately once again, just as immediately. But he does get a grab into two forward airs. And ooh, two slingshots, I mean. He hits a Jerm attempts a tomahawk jab, not quite working out. Jerm getting Steve off of him just a little bit, making sure that Steve is just at a more comfortable range that Jerm can actually deal with. And ooh, and that's just an up smash on stage. And yeah, Jerm is mining. Ben is mining without fear. Steve is just mining here without fear of any repercussions. He doesn't have to fear anything. Villager actually quite poor at just pressuring. The Villager is actually quite poor at pressuring in that sort of mid-range sense. And Jerm not really like threatening it. Jerm not being able to really threaten things like slingshot, because slingshot, what's the threat to slingshot? There's very little threat to slingshot. You get hit, you get put into a kind of bad situation, but there's not. Ooh, Jerm getting a down air there though, catching Steve for being very reckless off stage. Ooh, Steve just bats Jerm away with absolutely no fear. Steve is just knowledgeable that Villager just cannot quite challenge Steve mining. It's very difficult. Villager really needs to get some kind of read going in order to stop Steve from just running his general game plan, it seems. Jerm not really able to pull out a burst option, but he does have minecart, and alright. And Ben getting out of that situation by minecarting just immediately after getting hit by his own minecart right there. That, my friends, is a masterclass in gaming. Alright, Jerm is walling off Steve quite well here with these slingshots, with these Lloyd rockets. But it doesn't quite matter as Ben is able to just jump over very effectively, and Jerm goes for a very risky down smash, dying for it. It is now match point for Jerm.
Stop the battle. Villager.
Steve! All right, match point for Jerm here. He's taking him to the battlefield. This might be a good play versus Steve, to kind of move around Steve's blocks with the platform. But that does also apply to Steve. Steve can use these platforms very effectively when he gets a hit in. But Jerm is reading that wall there with the slingshot. Ooh, Jerm getting stuck on that block for just a second. Ooh, but all right, Jerm is maintaining a death grip on this position, but he just barely misses a punish in the roll, and it's about an even position at this point. Ooh, Steve just barely not being able to combo right there. Yippee, 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 and then yep, that's a down air. It's a down air to Electro. Ooh, but that two frame is absolutely brutal with the forward smash. Jerm not quite pulling it out that much because he knows he's not very strong, but when he does pull it out, it is very effective. Ooh, yeah, Jerm not SDIing that at all. That could allowing Steve to just get something brutal, and then it's Jerm just fast falls into another forward smash. It's just a thing that's leolee just kills you for trying to land. It's absolutely brutal. Minecart into minecart. Yep, that, my friends, is how villagers play. Ooh, Jerm immediately breaking down his tree. Ooh, Jerm going with a dash back into minecart. Imagine if he had that at all times. That would be brutal. Now, yeah. All right. Ooh, the Lloyd Rocket, but Steve just grabbing through it and absolutely demolishing him with the grab invincibility. Ooh, Jerm trying to go for a grab after the Lloyd Rocket, perhaps to catch a dash in, or maybe he just messed up his input. Who's to really say? Ooh, oh, that's yippee. Alright, yep, Steve is in a supposedly bad position. No, he is not, and that is the GG. No, it is not quite yet. That is not the GG just yet. We're looking at another at least 30 seconds of gameplay, perhaps. Maybe not quite 30, but you know what I mean. Oh, alright, that... Oh, and then the K Fairfax. All right, that is a rating party of 14. You are just in time for Villager to get clobber stomped by Steve. Actually, never mind. That Steve is going to come in with some invincibility though versus Villager, and ooh, let's see if Jerm can make this back. Jerm might be able to make this back just a little bit, just by maintaining consistency, just maintaining his consistency with his zoning, with his space control, just making sure he's reading, Steve, making sure that Steve knows he can't just mash. But of course, not the nice kill. Yippee. But perhaps. Ooh, but that is Jerm off stage, but he's not quite out of it. Yes, he is. Never mind. Haha, got him. GG. Shake my hand. Obviously, it is what it is. leolee takes the set 3-0.